there's a deeper meaning behind all human suffering. And it depends on how you look at it. Let me break it down for you. So, I was someone who victimized myself a lot when I was a kid, when I was before 19 years old. Okay. And then I jump out of the victim mentality because I get to know people who have a different side of life and how they experience it. And I realized that, this is my experience and it is meant to teach me something. But again, it is extremely hard to forgive and forget and let go because you always think in the back of my mind. It's actually also my mind. You always think in the back of your head too, what if I let this shit go and it's gonna happen again? What if I let my anger go and that person is gonna fuck me over, or the other person is gonna fuck me over, or whoever, everybody's gonna fuck me over? So it's out of protectionism, right? We try to protect ourselves from the world because, let's just be honest, it is a pretty dark place. But why are we born into this world, into this fucking traumatic dark place? Because our mission is to transcend the dark into the light. If you don't have dark, what is there to transcend? If you don't have blackout nights, how can the light even come through? There will be no light. Okay, if it's just white, if it's just, let's say we're in a space of white background, in a white space, like everywhere is white, there's no darkness. How can you realize the light is actually the light? There's no way. Okay, there's no fucking way. So the light will only come through when there's dark. So it's yin and yang, it goes hand in hand. The yin cannot exist with the yang, and the yin cannot exist without the yin. You get me? Okay, it's very zen, I know. And it takes you a very long time to actually live through this. Okay, to know it is on another level. To experience it is on another level. Okay, the yin and yang goes hand in hand. So, then you come into the realization that, maybe life is not what I thought in my limited beliefs and in my limited mind. I think this is the worst place to live in. Why did my parents bring me into this world? Why would I even have babies for it to come into this world? It is such a shitty ass place to live in. I want nobody to live in this place. Because all you see is the dark. All you see is the yin. You didn't see the yang. You didn't see the happiness that comes along with, the suffering that you went through. It's a contrast, right? If you play a song, do we play the song that has the ups and downs, that has all kind of flows, or do we play the song that is flat? You all love to listen to the song that can ignite, that can resonate something within you to ignite that fire, and it has to be an upside and ups and down, upside, downside kind of song, right? A flat song that is always happy, 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 it gives no contrast, and then you get fucking sick of it. You get bored of it. That's why also, like in relationships, sometimes we do create some dramas because of that. Because how can you know this is true happiness, without experiencing what is not happiness? Right? How can you know this is the right person for you if you never experience what a shitty person is like? You will not. You will not. And most people stuck themselves inside such a box where, they believe life is a certain way. And if it's not that, they don't want to experience that. If it's not full of like rainbows and farts and unicorns, they will never want to experience that. So yeah, in a picture perfect world, nobody actually wants to experience that picture perfect world. They want that, they think that's what they want, but that's not what they need. And that's exactly why we're here.